Good morning, warriors. Okay, well, my sidekick Jude is a little slow on the trigger today, so we just don't know if she will be here for this Friday show. But good morning and happy Friday, and for some of you, good afternoon. Coming at you in all my glory of pink, which I am very happy to do for Breast Cancer Awareness Month and year and decade until we find a freaking cure to wipe this insidious disease out. I start today by sending out lots of prayers and well wishes for those that are afflicted by breast cancer, other cancers, and I dare say if you have also been afflicted by the virus that is going on, and so many other things, mental health, do that check. You know, it's okay to cry, it's okay to reach out, it's okay to speak to someone about what is hurting you up here, because very healthy mental health means, and it brings about a very healthy physical well-being. So the stigma of the word crazy needs to go away, and the word of mental healthiness should be something in our daily dialogue. You go once a year, at least some of us do, once a year to get your physical, to check and make sure that everything is okay, and there is nothing wrong in doing a well check on what's going on up here, because there are just so many things that come at us, so many expectations that are made of us on the daily, on the hour, decisions that we have to make in a moment's notice, and this year especially, so very difficult as so many things are pushed towards our way and on our plate. Is it right? Is it wrong? Is it trendy? Are we going to get canceled because we have our own opinion about something? Well, that's okay. Check in with yourself and understand that love has no boundaries, shouldn't be with conditions. Find that friend, find that group, find that person that makes you feel good inside when you have very, very bad days. So I think it's important. I'm not only telling you this, I'm telling myself this, that it is okay. It's okay to feel bad and to have bad days, bad weeks. It's okay. For me, it's Tillamook coffee Jamocha almond fudge and a little binge watching. But I do have a mentor that I do ring from time to time, at least twice a year, to get myself in check, to find my balance. Love him dearly. And he just listens. And I think that's all anyone ever wants, is just to be heard. So for you warriors out there who feel that you're fighting the great fight, you know that you're fighting the great fight, but in some capacity, you just feel so unseen, unheard. There's someone for you. You have a tribe that supports you. Seek it out and want that for yourself. It's all part of the human condition, and we all need to have that in our lives. And I dare say, being physical too is very cool too. Sex helps. Good releaser. Just saying. Anyways, how are you guys doing on this Friday? What are your plans? Anybody doing anything? Volunteering? Are you going to be doing some shopping? Are you going to have a laid-back weekend? Are you going on maybe a mini staycation where you do a spa day for yourself? Are you and your significant other going to do something cool? Well, whatever you do, just breathe through all of it, whether it's sitting down to reconcile, whether it's sitting down to play a game, whether it's being with the kiddos, whatever it is, take time and breathe through it all. I think that helps. It starts with you, and I think it's a very, very good choice to want good things for yourself. It's not selfish, because again, if your cup is empty, how can you give to others? So I think that's very important to do. Now I'm going to keep pushing you guys to go and get your annual checkup. And if you haven't been before, please go. Men and women. So very important to do that. To invest in yourself for years to come. You don't want any surprises. You really don't. You just want to be present there for those that love you, for those that you haven't even met yet, like nieces, nephews, grandbabies, friends' children, all those things. It's so very important. Jude's coming in. She's a little late on the draw this morning, but that's all right, because again, that's self-care. So if you have to take 10 extra minutes, 15 extra minutes in the morning before you get up in the morning, sometimes you got to break protocol. Sometimes you got to break the schedule and get up and just be like, and just do it.
This year. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, right. So for me, I am definitely very rigid, very disciplined. Not saying that she isn't, but it definitely works on my mental health. Just setting the bar so high for myself and saying, no, I've committed, I'm in. 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm doing it. Doesn't matter. There's a tsunami coming in, but yeah, we're gonna forge. We're gonna do it. And yeah, so that's
your surfboard.
Yeah, that's my crazy. And I'm gonna say crazy, but I say it in the most loving facet, in the way not to demean or to insult anyone, because we don't use that word. We call it, you know, just being mentally well, mentally healthy. But the word crazy, if anyone ever calls you that, or the way we play with words of psycho, leave that to the professionals, because they don't even use that in their vocabulary when someone is coming to them for help. So please be mindful when you're even in jest with a friend.
Use that word like that anymore? Like
when
I use the word crazy, it's always kind of like when we're using wild out.
Yeah.
Like that's how for me it's like being like
for
crazy.
A situation. Yeah, for like, a situation. Like a situation is crazy or something. But
exactly.
But to call someone, you know, you're crazy, right? It's like I mean,
I didn't know that was used anymore.
Yeah, they kind of do, which, you know. So I was telling our warriors today to take time out this afternoon, this weekend, wishing them a great weekend, but to take time to breathe. Breathe through the bad stuff, breathe through even the good stuff, and whomever they decide to, you know, share their time, because your time is precious, okay? And you can take a break from work for just a moment, and believe me, we're grinding hard over here, so it's not as if we got Oprah money and we can just afford, but it's important. Every weekend, you know, we do a spa day for ourselves, you know, Saturday evening kind of thing, and just kind of hone it and rein it in. Take a little time yourself. Yeah, you know, it's what we do. Little candles here, some order in sometimes, the mask, laugh at a good movie. Do not bring up Wrong Missy.
Don't bring up Wrong Missy. It makes me crazy. It hasn't. Well, see, there we go. It has injected me with wildness. Wildness.
Anyways, I don't know that I have any grand movies to recommend for this Friday, actually. I was thinking about it, and I think I probably would go, old school kind of thing, like a throwback movie that would just be fun to watch, but I really don't have anything.
Movie? We have Halloween coming up.
Well, I mean, you got Halloween, you got Saw, you've got I Know What You
Saw's
Did
a very
Last Summer
good
thing.
one.
Saw is good because it's so cool the way it's flashback, flash forward, flashback, flash forward.
It has a little bit of a mind game in that, and yeah.
Yeah, and you
like
just
that.
kind of never know. So, yeah, that's kind of trippy movie. I do like the Saw franchise. That's the dark side
Well,
of
and how
me.
simple, like, they're all in this one room the whole time. Like, whoever, you know, it's pretty genius.
Yeah. But who wrote that?
I don't even know. Do you know?
I do know, but I'm just kind of saying, what's all in his mind? You don't want to
Sure
be up
enough.
there. That's kind of great.
It's like
Kind of crit. Kind of
Stephen
crit.
King-ish.
Or da-da-da-da. Anyways.
Yes.
So, I wanted to speak about a kiss.
Ooh, I love kisses.
So, you know what? For me, when I meet a gentleman for the first time, kissing for me is like really sacred. I mean, it's like the thing that starts the fire. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
a kiss means I'm so into you, and love kissing you, want to be kissed by you, because everything that follows is just based on the foundation of that kiss. So I know a lot of people don't think much of it, you know, they just, you know, kiss or whatever. But for me, for this mouth to go there,
I agree. Kissing.
I gotta be digging you.
Kissing is where it is at. Kissing is sacred. There's more intimacy.
It is.
Like it. Yes.
It really, really is.
The share,
Yeah.
the depth, the spirit. I don't know. It's a kiss.
Isn't it pretty amazing?
And a first kiss like matters.
It does. Like what though, if you find, like when you do, I mean, like the buildup is like, okay, all right, I'm going to kiss this person, okay?
Yeah.
And it's bad.
I did have one person that I liked a lot, and the kiss wasn't the best. It wasn't bad. So it wasn't.
I said bad, so don't insert yourself if you cannot participate in this conversation.
Well, I'm just going to say that even when it was not horrible, I was like, that's all right, I'll teach you.
See, no, I'm not about that. I feel that, no.
I know you're not.
No,
that's why I'm laughing.
well, I'm just saying, because honestly, because I'm, you know, yes, you know, I believe in, you know, chances and all these things, but I'm also kind of like this spiritual fate kind of thing, and if the kiss isn't right,
even if
then,
everything else is?
No, well, no, because, you know, yeah, no.
Yeah, maybe that should have been the line, because look, we're not together.
See?
See?
I mean, I think there's so much expression in the kiss. Maybe the way, you know, you let your face be held, you know, by the other person. The way you tilt your head or they tilt theirs. The way the mouths come together, the way you are in synchronicity because the chemistry is there, and
all of it.
You know, just all of it. It's got to be spot on.
No.
I mean, if it's off, it's just off, and I just say, call it off.
Call it off. Have you ever had
I've been disappointed too.
Yeah, I have too. Where the kiss at one point was great, and then at some point in the relationship, it's like, ooh, please don't kiss me. Have you ever experienced that?
Yeah, well, yeah. And that's how you understand that you're checking out, when the kissing stops. Because I believe that kissing should always happen. And
not when it stops, but like when it gets bad, like where you're like, it's like,
well, for me, it just stops because I start recoiling. You know what I mean? And I guess,
please, like, what happened to your kiss? Because I don't like it anymore.
That's I think that's up here. That's, you know, the big sex organ saying, you know, it's not so great. And I think you're telling yourself that, you know what I mean?
Because the body's saying, the body knows before the mind sometimes. It's like, please stop.
Yeah, exactly. So for me, I don't think I get into that because once I think I'm hurt or disappointed in the relationship, and I understand that it's, you know, we're pretty much done. But you know, there's residual, so you hang out like for a minute. Yeah. I won't kiss. Okay. I just, because I think they would tell from me that it was like, what's up?
what's changed.
Yeah, what's changed. I'm not leaning into it the way, or surrendering to the feeling the way I once did. So I stay away from that. And while there may be still sex, no kiss.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's an age thing. Maybe, you know, people that are younger, they do it differently. And, you know, it's still a kiss is still a kiss, but not for me. A kiss is everything. I love kissing my significant other. I mean,
agree.
it's just so warm and deep and connected. And I think a kiss does that, you know. And yes, of course, you know, all the physicality comes after that, but man, that kiss.
A kiss says so much.
It does. I mean, it can make you race home through a storm and be like, ah, I want this person so badly. Or sometimes you don't even make it out of the car, but okay, that was wrong, but I'm just saying. I'm old enough. Don't judge me. I'm just saying.
Kiss in the car.
No, I meant other things. You know.
We were talking kisses.
I know I said, but I said it makes you want to rush home because you want the person so badly. I said, or you don't make it out of the car. Just saying. I don't know. Let us know how you feel about a kiss being the foundation of a great love affair, because I'm so that.
I always said that kissing is like talking, like a really deep conversation. There's so much of an exchange.
Yep.
In a kiss.
Yep.
It's like you were telling each other.
Well, you do, whether you're into each other or not. I think it really shows, you know. But you know what? We should have probably a disclaimer on that, because maybe they really are into you, but they don't kiss well. But I still think that means something for you, because you know, and then saying to me, well, other people said I'm a great kisser. Okay, that's not winning any points. Nobody's trying to hear that.
No, because I'm subjective.
I'm happy that those other people thought that you were a great kisser, but I thought I was the one that counted. And if I was a lousy kisser for you, then I'm not going to hit back and say, well, I've never had problem in that area before. It's like, well, clearly this person is not, not feeling it. And, and that's okay. It's going to have to be okay. It's a little disappointing when you like somebody so much. Right. You know what I mean? But it just kind of is what it is. So I think a kiss is so much. Loving it. Love it.
I love
you know what I mean? And not like sloppy with water.
Do women like kissing more than men? People?
You know what? I bet men like it more, and it's just not on the record. Do you know what I mean? I don't know.
I'm curious what people think.
The men that I've been with, when it was, coming to a close or something like that, and it was like an unsaid kind of thing, they would all say to me, we don't kiss anymore. So I do believe that it means something to them. I do. I
think so.
And how intuitive, or I should say intuitive, but observant and very aware that I seem to be pulling away, because I was going through all the other motions, but the kiss wasn't there, and they were just kind of like, what's up, Yvette? And I'm just kind of like, nothing.
Everything fine.
Everything's fine. Not so much. So, anyways, I don't know. Yeah. And does it have anything to do with culture? I mean, is the Latin lover a better kisser? Is the Parisian a better kisser? I mean, I don't. Oh Lord. Okay. Is the Koreans the better kisser?
They, especially
You've been with the country?
No.
You only been with one.
I know, but I know the culture.
Okay, go on, girl.
In general, especially our generation.
Okay.
more conservative.
Yeah.
Like, even in their dramas, like, when they would kiss, it was like watching a cartoon.
Okay, let's not bring movies into this. Speak from personal. You didn't hear me bring in movies?
Okay. So, basically, like, our generation, it has been more conservative, and so they feel insecure around kissing specifically. I've talked with Koreans, and they say this.
You mean...
But the younger generation...
You mean in their culture, their generation.
Their culture.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
In their culture, yeah.
Okay.
And so there's, like, insecurity around kissing in the older generation.
Why?
But the younger generation, they were so conservative.
But why?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I mean, that's just how it was.
Okay.
But the younger generation, not so much.
Okay.
They're more Western or open mind. You know, it's,
right.
Yeah.
I don't think here in the States, the younger generation, I don't think they really put that much emphasis on a kiss. I think it's all about physicality, what they like in the moment. You know, they're a lot more fluid, you know, in all aspects of, you know, of love, of their love language, and, you know, whom they choose to be romantic with. As they don't want labels, I think they also don't want, they don't want labels, and yet, you know, there's the term, you know, fluid, you know, so they can be very sexual or, you know, intimate with, you know, whom they choose that they are attracted to. And even the word fluid is a label, all right, because, you know, when someone says, you know, I'm fluid, you know, I love who I love, and that's fine, which is fine, but it's still a label. Millennials, it's a label.
It's all labels.
You're not into labels, but you have these labels. I mean, we've got so many labels, I can't even keep up. They have more labels
than anybody.
They do. Got to keep up. How about you just love? You just straight up love, and that's okay.
Let's let go of labels.
Yeah.
Just love everybody.
Yeah. So.
Love's my label.
Love's her label, and
I like that.
Trust issues is my label. Love you guys. I so do. Anyways, I just don't know what movie to do for this weekend. I'm sorry.
What about that one?
Love and Monsters. We just saw that in the background. We were like, you know what movie do? And a movie popped up and it said Love and Monsters. So go see Love and Monsters.
Love and Monsters.
In your room. Sorry.
Is that the cutest sneeze ever?
Sorry.
Like, adorable.
I just thought, I have never been one to go, achoo.
That's me. I'll be like.
Which you should, because I think it was a science teacher that told me in 8th grade that having that kind of implosion was like compared to, I don't know, an atom bomb being suppressed or something. I don't know. But literally that you could blow your organs out, right? And I've been doing it all my life. I don't even know how to go ahead to.
It's gonna be the
right. And I'm telling you, when I had my child, my second child, and I had to sneeze, I literally had my husband sit on my tummy with a pillow, or lay across me, because I was like, here it comes, because I couldn't let it go. And everyone that has had babies, and whether you vaginally or C-section wise, you know, that shit hurts afterwards, right? So when a sneeze is like, oh my gosh, here it comes,
like,
and it's
all my insides together.
It's going to hurt like a mother. So I would go, so you knew.
It hurt worse.
It ripped stitches.
Oh, girl. Oh.
Ripped it. Just saying.
Oh.
Ripped. Had to go to the doctor. He was like, you know, my husband was like, let it out. I'm like, I try, but you know, it's like when it comes, it's what I'm used to. So now you've got like
your body
all these years. I don't know how to
how
let.
Can we help you?
Boom.
I'm like, how can I help you with that?
Sneeze Anonymous or something. Go sit in a group session. I don't know, but it's always like You know, well, first of all, I think I am very irritated when I'm sitting at the doctor's or sitting at any place. It could be any place, at the grocer's, and you hear these people, "Achoo!" And you're like, what?
They just sent it everywhere. And
what?
This is why America, we have issues.
I mean, why are you spraying that phlegm and muci oh no, cover your mouth. So from a very early age, even when I was, you know, a kid, you know, kids going, "Achoo," I'm like, ew, spray. And so now it's like, I mean, it looks like I'm trying to have a bowel movement, but it's not.
It doesn't look like that.
I'm just saying. Guess what I watched last night? I watched Wolf. No, it didn't get any high marks. It's with Jack Nicholson and Michelle Pfeiffer. Mm-hmm. Jack Nicholson gets bit by a wolf in Vermont as he's, you know, going through the countryside. Yes. And then he starts to have these effects of becoming a wolf. I love that movie. And I know it only got a half a star. I don't care.
I saw that years and years ago.
It was very cool. It was very cool.
Like those movies, like monster movies. I like vampires and werewolves and zombies.
Yeah.
I like all of that. But I feel like the werewolf is the most painful to watch because of the transformation.
Yeah.
But maybe that is such, you know, a little metaphor, allegory for the transformative process that we all go through. It's painful.
Here. I don't know. 18 days.
18 days. Talk about transformation.
18 days.
18 days.
Cast your voice.
Oh, I like that. Cast your voice.
Do that. It's called voting.
It's called voting.
You can do that.
But
please do not get discouraged with so much that's been going on in your life.
Yeah.
Everything that's been going on in this country and abroad. Please do not let heartache from things that have disappointed you this year. Please do not let that canceled holiday, that illness that you never saw coming. Do not let a loved one or a breakup stop you from doing this one thing this year.
Exactly.
Because you're doing it for you as well. This is something that you're doing not for the nation, but you're doing it for yourself. If there is one time, you know, domestic violence, you should lend your voice. If someone is a product of, you know, an assault of any kind, you use your voice. This is the time in which you use your voice for the country in which you live in. It is imperative. And again, I don't care what party affiliation you are. Just go out there and please do not feel hopeless.
And sadly, the first time ever, I'll say, don't let fear hold you back from using your voice and your vote. I saw yesterday on Facebook a post where it was the voter, like, it's kind of a hotline in case you're at a poll and you feel afraid. And first time in my lifetime that I've ever seen any such thing. And it just goes to speak of the climate that we're in and what's happening politically, the political climate. And so there's like an 866 number. Maybe I'll get that and post it out there.
Yeah, please do.
So that if you don't feel comfortable at a poll station, you have a number to call and to be protected. And so I just want to say that don't let fear hold you back. Go have that number ready if you're feeling fearful. That way you'll know that
go with someone,
know what to
for
do.
Sure.
Go with somebody.
Yeah. Have that camera phone ready.
A lot of polls are open now so that you don't have to go in crowds.
That's true.
Things like that. So go vote. You don't have to wait the 19 days.
No, you don't.
Have your voice heard.
I would agree. We are going to be on Love Waves. I would have posted the poster, but it did not give the day or the time on there. But it will be on Saturday at 9 a.m. And that's Pacific Coast time. I'm sure if you look up Jude's on her Insta or Facebook, you will find the full-on poster, and it will give the time and date on there. But we will be there speaking about ourselves yet again. If you haven't heard enough about us, every single day we come to you, Monday through Friday.
Strong.
But we will be speaking about Woman Strong, the organization, and Jude will be speaking about her magnificent groups in which she leads up and empowers other people that are going through it. So we encourage you to see us on Love Wave tomorrow on Saturday.
Gosh, it is tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
Love Wave Live.
So,
it's on Spirituality Gone Wild is the channel, the platform. Spirituality Gone Wild. Love Wave Live at 9 a.m. Pacific
Coast.
Yeah.
Because that's what we
Pacific
do.
Standard Time.
That's it. That's it. It's been quite warm here. It's hot. It's been the hottest it's been in California in September and October in I'm understanding 15 years, maybe even 20. So quite warm, but I'll take it. The sun, the surf, it works.
Good.
Yeah. Anyways, we're going to check out. We have gone well beyond our time. But we did want to say, have a wonderful weekend. Take a little time out to enjoy yourself. Love, kiss, be hugged, be kissed, and know that we are with you. 19 days. And breast cancer awareness, go get checked. And I mean it. Go do it, or I'm coming for you. Okay. You guys, be good to yourselves. Be bold. Be beautiful and be blessed. And as she says, be brave. It just never,